Hey, everybody. You're in the pre-show. I'm Jay Skinner. This is the Buyers and Sellers Show. Get on board. Give it a couple minutes here for everybody to get on. Thank you. Here we go. Hello, everybody. Wow. How about that? And we're live. You're on the Buyers and Sellers Show, and so am I. How about that? Oh my gosh, that was fun. Always like to take off like that and really have some fun and giving everybody a chance to get on board and just see exactly what we're doing and don't miss anything. Now, you know, I always say 10:35 a.m. Friday mornings. This is live. Well, unless you're watching some other time, and then of course it would be a replay. In any case, I want you to go over here to comments and talk to us. We're not the pre-show now, so let's just take that off and go over into comments. And here's an example right here. I'll turn this thing off. There we go. I'm just going to put my website, www.thejyskinner.com, like that. Put that in there, and this is going to pop up. And where you see this pop up in your channel, if you're live, this is where you're supposed to go to make it happen here. So you can type in and type back. And at the same time, I want you to know that this is a special show because I really want you to talk to me. This is great. Jump into comments. Recognize if you put in a comment, it could be a long time. And if we're near the end of the show, I could miss it. So sooner is better than later to say something or make a comment. But this is your chance to just let's talk with Jay and anybody else that's here. Let's see. There we go. Hey, Demetrius, so happy to see you. So proud of you. And listen, this is my nephew. I love this guy. He was a career guy in the Navy. Now he's a big guy out there in TSA, making the world a safer place. Always always is. So I'm real proud of you. I hope, Demetrius, so glad you jumping in here. Good. Anyway, so as I go down through here, I just want to say, remember a couple things. One is the silver rule. Do unto your vendors as you want your customers to do unto you. Real important. It's like, I was just say, think about terms. If you're charging your customers and asking them to pay you in net 30 or something like that, or net 15, and then you have a vendor that's asking you to do it like in net 30, but you want to pay them in net 60, that's not equal. That's not balance. So if if you want people to pay you in net 30, you need to make sure that you pay others in net 30, and it needs to balance. And really, I see that's a good example. And then the other thing just has to do with things like respecting reviews. I mean, when people send you stuff for reviews, I mean, you can kill them with reviews. For some people, that's the only way they get measured. And a couple bad reviews, and they're out the door. And it's just like you were expressing your anger in a hugely public place without giving them a chance to really, fix it. So I want to encourage you when it comes to reviews to, hold your fire, work with the people before you jump out there and get them. That's for sure. And then Sharon, this is my niece. I love it. It's a family day. A happy 4th of July coming up. She says, good morning. Today is 1350. And hello, Demetrius. Those are cousins. Oh my gosh. Yes. Good morning. And I just want everyone to know that Sharon Hoffmeister has a business where she sells, really cool stuff. It's cosmetics. It's jewelry. It's other things. People love it. Her show is fun. I mean, she even cracks open oysters and finds pearls sometimes. How cool is that? She's been doing this now consecutively every single day, Christmas, holidays, the whole thing, 1,350 times going live. Now, that's something to be proud of. Sharon, I'm proud of you. And I'm going to type your website in here so people can see it. The Sharon, HOFMEISTER.com, the SharonHoffmeister.com. I'll put it in the comments here. Boom, copy and send. And those of you that aren't looking at any comments, if you'd like to see this, here you go. This is the banner. This is what I just put out there. You probably saw this there. And look, more people have things to say. How cool is this? We've got, that was me. Me commenting on the show. I like it. Great. Good. And of course, if you want to get in touch with me, there's my phone number and my email, my website, and always here for you. That's a big deal. That is a big deal. So now we're going green rule. Do for yourself what you're asking others to pay you to do for them. Think about that. You're walking around and you're selling. I always talk about car dealers. I worry about that. If you're driving a Chevy, but you're selling Mercedes Benzes, I think you need to get a Mercedes. You don't sure don't want the customers to see you driving off in another brand car. And when it comes to other things like that, just make sure if you're telling people they need a website and a social media presence, have you got that together? If you don't, work on it. Just be consistent. And then for me, I talked about Sharon. She's got me beat. I've done 123 consecutive broadcasts for the Buyers and Sellers Show. And I'm really thankful for that. And wouldn't have done it except for you all stay with me. Good things happen. I get comments. People are talking. That's really cool. Let's see. I want to just make sure I don't miss somebody. Good. Now, let's just keep going here. Now, remember, if you have a question, if you have a sales question, marketing question, just about any topic, type them in comments here and let's discuss it. But while you're thinking about that, let me share this. Let's see what it says. It says, many have been following me for such a long time. And I typed that in. And now for me, what am I doing? I'm headed, excuse me. I got a little bit of a cold thing going here. For me, I'm headed to the National Speakers Association annual meeting in Orlando, Florida. That's July 15 through 17. And I will tell you that it's kind of been on my mind for a couple of years. Oh, gee, is this something to do? And when I had Jim Cathcart was on the show last week, and he's, highly decorated speaker, said that. And he's so involved with the National Speakers Association, has been from almost the beginning of it. And it's like, what? There's a lot of cool people there, and a lot a lot about that is very appealing. A lot of people, according to Jim Malone and his niceness, he is an example. If he is the example of what National Speaker Association people are like, of course I want to hang around them. I want to learn the lessons and go there and that's, how cool is that? Well, why am I telling you that? Well, it's not too late for you to do it too. And so I'm going to play this 3-minute trailer about why to go to this. And I want you to listen to it. And Keith Clark, my friend, oh my gosh, so happy you're here. Welcome, Keith. Thank you. He's a good friend and can tell some stories from us working together even 20 years ago, 25 years ago. Talk about, don't you love having friends like that? Anyway, take a look at this. Why to go to the National Speakers Association annual conference, and let me know what you think about this. Here we go.
Hey, I'm here in my home office. It's 3:00 in the morning. And they want me to tell you why I'm going to Influence in 2023. It's 3:00 in the morning. I'm getting ready to get on the airplane. And you want to talk to me about influence? We're going to talk about influence? Is that what we're doing this morning?
This conference for me is an absolute must every single year. I kid you not, I have not missed an Influence since the day I decided to join NSA.
This will be my 6th conference, and I haven't missed one yet.
I haven't missed one since I got involved with NSA 18, 19 years ago.
It's like a family reunion. I've been going for 47,000 years, and for 47,000 years, I always have way too many ideas to implement.
I want to celebrate with you this 50th anniversary.
Influence 2023 is the place to be.
The value of being a member of NSA and attending events like Influence, it's the people.
I have made so many professional speaker friends by coming to Influence.
Yes, you'll learn a lot about the speaking business at Influence. Yes, you'll become a better speaker. But most importantly, you will meet people who will be your friends for the rest of your life. And they'll be friends who actually help you in your career.
These people in my industry, my peers, became my best friends.
The real reason that I'm going to Influence is to see you. I travel all the time, just like you. But what better trip can I make than to see all of my friends, my fellow speakers, but also learn how to make some money so I can travel some more.
This year is going to be jam-packed with incredible sessions like we've never seen before.
The strategies, the implementation, the ideas literally has transformed my business.
I need to surround myself with people who challenge me to think bigger.
I have nearly 10x my revenue from the ideas I've learned at this conference.
And that, well, you can't get if you don't come to convention.
Influence, it is coming up. I'm so excited. I'll see you very soon.
Yeah, see you in Influence.
Join us at Influence 2023 in Orlando, Florida, and watch the difference it makes in your business.
I hope to see you there. I'll be the loud one in the hallway.
I hope to see you 50th anniversary celebration.
So see you there in July in Orlando. Don't miss it because I'm arriving. I'm driving. See you soon.
I look forward to seeing you at Influence 2023.
So I hope you're packing your bags, and I can't wait to see you there.
You want to come to Influence. That's why I'll be in Orlando in July.
I will be there at Influence to see you.
And I'll be there too. So if you've been thinking about something like this or going somewhere that's like, oh my gosh, and you want to just like spur the moment, look me up if you're there. Let me know you're coming. So that would be another thing. If just to meet, and it's not just speakers, everybody's a public speaker. We learned that last week. But consultants, everybody that talks at the table, at the boardroom, or anywhere, or communicates with people, ultimately is a type of public speaker. And this place is full of people that are consultants, active consultants, business owners, folks that want to get better at this, people that also want to develop a speaking thing. And for me, I think that I want to start doing keynote addresses for big organizations and that sort of thing. So that's one of my goals, is to get things together for doing that. I've been doing speeches and talks for years, but never really was a Jay known as a keynote speaker type guy, where they could hire me and bring me in. So I want to do that. And so this is part of that plan. Looking ahead. Oh, yeah. Before I do that, I want to say Keith came back. I was talking about the old days. He said, the hammer. And I will tell you what, I'm looking forward to the day when StreamYard or one of these things would go that I can actually click on you, bring your picture up immediately, and you and I can just talk right here from the studio, because he would tell the story better. But I will tell you that this would have probably been around 1993 or 4. At a print and converting show. Yep. And I was right next in the booth next door to Keith, and I had our pallets that don't break, crack, and chip and last forever. They were plastic pallets, specially made ones, because some plastic will crack. And I had a hammer, and I was just like banging that thing every now and then, as long as and hard and loud as I could. And that was certainly getting some attention. So, yep, I had a hammer going, and it was great. And it's like, I'm glad you remembered that. That's good. So, where are we going? Well, into July on the Buyers and Sellers Show. We're going to be starting the 29th. I think that's the next live guest, and that'll be Dr. Tony Alessandra, who is a great friend, a mentor, and an author, and was a business partner for many, many years with Jim Cathcart. We know, and they're still best friends. And Tony's going to be on board, and we'll surely be talking about a new book, a new promotion, something cool that he's done. And his whole program is about helping people get along better and building and developing rapport and being influential and understanding where you're strong, where you're weak, and how to work with it. And he's got a company called 24/7 Assessments, and he's one of the fathers of the DISC system. And you're going to love him. You're just going to love him. Also coming up, look at some of these names. Eric, Mr. Awesome Swanson, John Mitchell with Think It Be It, Dr. Ivan Meisner, the founder of BNI, the networking community. Terry Brock, he's tech AI guy, super smart guy. He'll be one of the big speakers at NSA, and gotten to know him, and it's like he really, really, really will help clue you in about AI, about using technology, and he's a smart guy. Be fun. Shep Hyken, familiar name for many years. I put customer service relations and how things go. Decorated author, speaker. He's kind of a big deal, and I'm proud to have him on my show. Patricia Fripp, and she is a great speaker. I've watched her speaking on here. She and I have talked, and she's a good friend with Jim Cathcart, and she is just excellent, very refined, very good, poignant, and entertaining, easy to listen to, and fun, makes you smile. You're going to learn a lot from her. Steve Spangler, that name ought to ring a bell. Look him up, the science guy. He's been on all sorts of television shows, nationally and internationally. He's a regular guest. They talk about the Ellen Show. He's been there multiple times, and many other shows showing science experiments and fun things. And he's the science guy. And I want you to get to know him as well. And then my friend Joe Sabatino, he's a movie star. He's my friend. He's been in lots and lots of Hollywood movies, that many of which you will recognize. And when you see him, you'll recognize him. And he is teaching CEOs and tech C-level people and other people that want to, how to put on a presentation, paying attention to the things that he learned over decades of being in movies and in Hollywood, using the things that people that are big movie stars have used for years that sometimes are not exactly taught because it's a different perspective. And he's put that together in a set of lessons that people can listen to and watch and buy. And it's like very cool. And he personally talks to people. So we're going to have Joe on. How cool is that? Next, by the way, I'm looking for more comments because this is a good time to ask a question or say something. And if you're in the replay, you can still comment up and I'll comment back to you. But here's something. I'm trying to build my YouTube channel. That is just huge. And right now I've got under 100 subscribers, and based upon all the people I know and everyone that follows me and people that attend this show and everything, it ought to be into the thousands, but it's just not something I promoted. And you all know that I don't spend a lot of time saying, like and share and do all this to promote me. But those are the kinds of things you can do to help me. What I'm here to do is help you, and hopefully that the likes and the promotes and the shares and the subscribes come along with it. And I would just ask you to go to my YouTube channel. It's a YouTube. In the search, you just go @Jay Skinner, no spaces. It'll go right to it. You'll see Jay Skinner PDT Associates, which is the name of the overall company here that I run. And hit subscribe. And I'm not doing, there are people out there selling, get subscribers to YouTube and all these things, and you pay them, and they're fake. They're not good. They're not organic. I want my subscribers to all be interested people like you and your friends. So if there's anything you can do there, help. And did I mention when that happens, here you go. This book you will get absolutely free, although I do recommend that you buy the actual book. But this book, I will send to you the ebook. It's formatted nicely, easy to read electronically in a PDF format. And you'll get all 54 mini lessons right here. And the entire book, just like you would buy it. I would encourage you. Subscribe. Let me know you subscribed, and I'll send you this ebook free of charge. Just let me know what your email address is. Let's see, I got some more comments here. There we go. And from Facebook, Vantaniani, I don't know you, but I'm sure glad you're listening. That's very cool. Thanks for coming. And Talha Abbas, hey Jay, your YouTube content is pretty fulfilling. Thank you very much. Thanks for that recommendation. And I want you guys, you should know Talha Abbas. He is a guy that's working for me and has been for the last year and a half with one of my customers. And he is like this incredible thinking, creative guy in the world of digital marketing and content creation. And right now we're just finishing up a 90-second animation that's going to be on our website, Don't Package Naked, where you're going to get to know Sad Box Sammy and Packaging Pete. If you go there now, don'tpackagenaked.com, check it out. You'll see them. And when time goes on, very cool, you're going to see some more of Talha Abbas works and what he does. So get to know him. There's his name on LinkedIn. Please get to know him. You'll love him. And John Godwin, who is a tremendous filmmaker, let's see what he has to say here. He connected with Jim using one of Gittimer's lessons of finding a common interest. I saw he had a photo of a motorcycle in his background, a hobby that is also dear to my heart. P.S. Thanks for the book. Yes. And John, isn't Jim one of the most friendly, coolest guys ever? Chris Harris, good to see you. Greetings from LinkedIn. I'm so happy you're here. Now, Chris is another one of these genius kind of guys, and he's an inventor, and you should get to know Chris as well. Chris, why don't you put your website in here so everybody can see it? If you're in manufacturing especially, he's got a lot of technology for live monitoring and intervention with your machines and your manufacturing plant that you would never dream of, that's going to add to both productivity, reduce waste, and increase safety. And Chris and I have known each other for a lot of years, found ourselves in South America and everywhere else doing things in the corrugated industry and other things. So Chris is putting on here right here. Everyone go to WPRservices.net. WPRservices.net and see what Chris Harris is doing. You'll love him. He's like a really smart guy. So now what were we talking about here? Of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel and then get in touch with me if indeed you want to talk about something. It's just I'm open. I'm happy. Very glad to have you as a friend. That's what we do. This show is broadcast live on 2 channels of Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. How about that? And then they all pile up there. And I say that on YouTube is the easiest place to go to my playlist for all the shows and see the entire list of all the shows with the topics. And even if you go into more, and this is interesting if you didn't realize it, but I try to put very lengthy descriptions in there that cover a great deal of what we've talked about here on the show. And if you lose something or miss something or want to go back, that's why I use these banners and put up notes to help you remember just exactly what we were doing. So let's see if there's any other comments. I don't want to miss anybody. Good crowd. Thank you all for coming here today. I want to say you've been on the Buyers and Sellers Show. This is a great time. And I think we'll just boogie our way on out of here. It'll go something like this. Oh, yeah. See you next week. Same time, same channel. And join me at the National Speakers Association meeting in Orlando, Florida, if you think that wouldn't be a bad idea, because I think it might be. See you then. Bye now.